Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Joyce Wangoi here once again with another interesting video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. So before anything else, I have a guest here with me. Before tuanze story yake, we'll first introduce himself, tell us more about himself, and then we get to his story. And mind you, he has a very interesting story, a very inspiring story, and I'm sure you guys are going to like it.
So my name is Michael. I'm Michael Imborashangi Fuamba. Those are my official names. And Shanyoko the Black Widow, that is my nickname. Yeah.
Why Shanikwa the Black Widow ilitoka wapi jina?
Shanyoko the Black Widow, first it came as, it started from kijana msichana, Charlie Dem, because I used to behave like a girl, in which I can't say that I used to. I'm still, but I've improved somehow. So I remember in high school, people used to call me mama. I got mad. And
Why?
kwa sababu unahitaji mama.
Ah,
I didn't understand.
No. Why did they call you like that?
Because si nilikuwa na slay.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine shule ya vijana na una slay. Yeah, so walikuwa wasema mama, sasa ilikuwa inaniuma. Mama namna gani shughuli? Hata sasa wakisema dem, mbona mama? Sasa nakumbuka nilipiga kijana mmoja namkumbuka mpaka jina yake mpaka saa hii. Na kumpiga na mbao, hapo ndio kuna mwingine akasema akaamua kunita Shanikwa. And I just felt comfortable with that name. I didn't know about the Shanikwa for Jameni. You see, but I was just comfortable with that name. Now when I came back from school, ndio nikaona Jameni. Nikaona kumbe I was comfortable with this name because kuna Shanikwa anakaa kama mimi, you know. So in a school I used to be called Governor Shanikwa because I was a prefect. So nilikuwa governor. So I was called Governor Shanikwa Mtiaji. Yeah.
So tumejua mali Shaniku ilitoka na Black Widow.
Black Widow sasa ilitoka after high school.
Oh.
Na sasa nimekuja after now discovering more about my sexuality, my religions and ABCD. Nda ile kukuwa na watu wanakukatia and ABCD, I had to put a name that will make somebody feel uncomfortable. You know, when you put the Black Widow, mtu anashanga Black Widow, how did you kill your husband? You know, that is what actually I used to say. It saved me. Nobody understands that, but it has helped me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mike, tell us more about yourself. Who is Mike? Where has Mike come from? Yeah.
So about Michael, Michael is a person who was he's a storyteller. I am a storyteller. I am a counselor by storytelling. I am a peer educator by storytelling. So kama mtu ako na shida, just be prepared to be told a story, because I believe in our history, our mistakes that we make in life, there is where we learn something. So we should not forget our background, where we came from. Our story, they are very important because they are our ladder yenye ilitufikisha mpaka penye tuko hapa sasa hivi. So we need to remember our story. So I choose to give my story. So Michael is a dark person,
As you can see.
and also a light person, as you can see. When I talk about darkness, it means I'm a bad person and I'm a good person in the same time, because I'm a product of the fruit, the forbidden fruit, yellow fruit, you're good and bad, because I am the great grandchild of Adam and Eve. Sasa sisi tumezaliwa wakati matunda imeshakuliwa. Sasa wenye dhambi, unaona. So I believe I'm a good person and I'm a bad person. So I have to choose which person to portray. Yeah. So if you ask about me, I have many stories. So it depends which story you want to know. Because I have a story from high school, I have a story from home, I have a story where I am now.
Let's start from home. See, that will reflect about you.
Yeah.
Where you've come from.
Okay. So my mom, she gave birth to me when she was 16 years of age. And you remember, back then, during those times when kama msichana amepata mimba mapema, really ushago, achana hata hao watu hawajasoma sana. Kuna hiyo stigma, discrimination na kutupa and ABCD. And that's why you find that we have most women who do abortion because of the pressure they get from the society, family and ABCD. So my mom, she was a hero, and she's a hero to me. And that's why I lived for my mom, you know, because she never aborted me despite her challenges that she went through in her life. In every step of her life, everywhere that she has gone, even in those marriages of her, she has gone there with me. And there is another marriage that she walked out of it because of me, you know. So I cherish her. Then there is a certain point of my life when I became a street family. And the reason why I went to the street family during that time, I will have told you it was because of poverty, and which it was true. But now I can tell you otherwise when it comes now to spiritual life, that God is preparing me even when I was going through the streets back up penye niko hapa side. So this life has been a journey from the street to high school. You go to high school, Form 1, you join Form 1 when you're 19 years of age, and now people want to to kukupatia stress, kukuambia ni kijana mkubwa, ni mtu mkubwa.
While
You know.
living ukiishi kwa streets, did you live there for long ama ikafika point yenye ulirudi home?
Yeah, there is a time first, kuna ile wakati nilikuwa nikitoka nyumbani naenda kwa street, nashikwa, narudishwa, nikirudishwa napigwa, the same day nimepigwa ndio nitarudi kwa street pia tena. Then nikafika mahali penye my dad told my mom that we should not fight him. Yeah, let him go and chokora, aende uchokora tu ndio, but arudi nyumbani kulala, you see. So I did that for like 2 weeks. Nilikuwa naenda nafanya uchokora tu asubuhi, jioni nakuja. So ile pesa nimepata na unga, because I understood the situation at home. So that money sikuwa napata because I want to benefit myself. So you find that me helping people, it has been there since childhood, because I knew the family was in a need something, unga. So hiyo pesa zingenoma mandazi nikule tu. So I used to buy unga, naenda nyumbani natafuta machuma, zingine hata naiba pia. Nimeiba kadhaa, nikishikwa, nikivunjwa, nikipigwa, lakini nashukuru Mungu sikuuawa. So in the street life huko imekuanga, maisha iko poa, na maisha ni ngumu pia, na maisha ni rahisi pia. So ina depend tu umekutana na nani, kwa sababu we have people there will take advantage of you by the end of the day. Nobody in this world is safe, either you are in the street or at home or anywhere. We are all not safe, because every place iko na changamoto zake, you see. But tunashukuru Mungu kwa sababu kwa hii long run kuna wale wenye wanabaki kama wako uhai. Hiyo ni kumaanisha you are victorious, na wenye wamekufa pia wanaweza kuwa victorious, ndio. Yeah, so hii maisha imekuwa mzuri. Sasa sijui ni wapi ungetaka kujua kabisa, ndio nisikuchanganye.
High school
Life. So high school life, I joined Jamhuri High School, that is back 2015, because I finished my class 8 2014 class 8 kufanya my KCPE. Then I joined Jamhuri High School when I was 19 actually, and due to maybe my body size, my kuongea sana, I got myself in wrong side of the law, because the school kuna walimu na kuna wanafunzi, you know, and me I found myself in the part of wanafunzi. Hata kama wanafunzi wafanya kitu mbaya, I will still stand for them, because I believe they had somebody who can listen to them, then we will not be having this what we call peer pressure, watoto kuingia kuvuta bangi na kuchoma shule na kila kitu, you know. Most of our parents, they have been fed by teachers about students ni wabaya na kila kitu, unaona. So unapata watoto wanakosana na wazazi, so by the end of the day mtoto anafeli mtihani na bado nyumbani hatakiwi. So unapata mtoto ni either ingie kwa ujambazi ama ende kwa street. Those things, of course, we can prevent them by not pressurizing somebody. You can't get a pressure from home tena bado shule, si mwanafunzi atachanganyikiwa. So unapata mimi nilikuwa na spend most of my time trying to defend a student than myself. So unapata walimu wanasema wewe kwani ulipo school fees kuja kupigania haki za watu and ABCD. Yeah, there is a time also I confronted a teacher, nikamwambia nilimwambia offensive word. Sasa sijui kama mnatumianga pia, but nilimwambia like, nyinyi walimu wa hii shule mumeni nini sana mpaka niko na mimba na mimi sitaki kuzaa, na nikizaa kiwoye. It was very disrespectful, of course. Nilikuwa so bitter, but I had to, because if I had not fought at that time, maybe I would not have been strong the way I am. I didn't have a right channel how to express my feelings and my emotions, but everything that I've done in this world was for good. So I've never believed in myself actually. Sijaijitambua. because I take people's problem to be my problem, because it is like, yani naona ni kama hakuna mtu mwingine mwenye ana feel hiyo kitu. Ndio najua maybe siwezi kuwa naweza kusaidia, but I feel it, and if I feel it, it means I can do something. So if I do it and ABCD, in which you find that people are not appreciative, but it's not their problem. They are right, because they have the right not to believe you, they have the right to not to trust you, because being kuaminiwa na kukuwa trusted and ABCD, these are the things that you have to earn.
Na with this your act of kutetea watu
Kwa shule,
yeah, kwa shule ishaifika ile point yenye you were just fighting for them but they did not appreciate it.
of course, I had a friend, I won't mention his name, I remember him, hallelujah, he's from Kibera actually. He was a friend of mine who came from another school, Machakos there, where walikuwa wamechoma shule and ABCD. He had a bad reputation. But now me, I didn't look at that. You see, teachers were very negative about him, kusema kwamba huyu ata influence wengine kufanya vitu mbaya and ABCD. But me nilikuwa nimekaa naye, namjua, namuona yani, because I may believe in change. You see, so there is no way I could just sat and I naona report imeenda kwa principal and I was a prefect. It means during disciplinary whatever, before walete wanafunzi wamekuwa na misconduct, siku nakwanga na hiyo meeting ya prefect and ABCD. So hapo lazima ndasikia jina, and I used to stand for them, nasema huyo ni mbaya ndio, of course, lakini we can do something, you know. So unapata he was my friend, he respected me because I was also in the CU, you see, and nilikuwa CU assistant presidentship team leader member. Sasa nilikuanga na udaku kila mahali. Kwa CU ndio mdomo niko nayo, kwa GH niko na mdomo, na niko form 2 sasa hiyo, unajua bado nasimamisha watu wa form 4 kwa laini waenda kule na vile ulikuanga watu, you know. So I think this boy, I'll use him as an example, because this boy, he loved me not as a queer person, no, as a friend, as somebody who is saved, somebody eloquent, maybe a freedom fighter, to say so, maybe. But when he came to know about my sexuality, now that is after now high school, he blocked me from WhatsApp, Facebook, kila mahali, because I challenged him. Akiniambia kwamba let's go to our church, watakuombea na utakuwa tu sawa. Nikamwambia hata kwa church huko, wale unyonemba vizuri yao sweetie, I can show you, even those pastors that you want them to pray for me, I can tell you, nakwambia sweetie, mpaka utafikiria mimi ndio nimekuja kuleta watu, because people believe that in queer people do what do you call, like wanna recruit. That's the mentality that people have, in which that is not the truth. If you follow it closely, you'll come to know that what people call recruitment is actually somebody's consent. Mtu alipeana consent yake afanye kitu fulani ndio apate pesa, because we have people who do something for money, you know. So but these issues of recruitment, there is where now we have hatred, stigma and ABCD, in which it has led for many parents not to have conversation with their kids, even their kids, to be open about their sexuality, about their lives. And that's where now you find that especially most of our parents who are Christians, they don't know how to go about it, because they see their kid, they don't see their kid, they see a demon. Because many Christians do believe that queer, being gay or lesbian, is a demonic spirit. That's what they know, in which they are okay, because if that is what they want to believe, that is okay. But me, I'm also a Christian, and there's a way I believe about all this, you see. So when he blocked me, I felt like friends. I felt that importance of having good friends and bad friends, because him was a good friend. It means he would have been there for me, supporting me, telling me, wow, maybe I'm sorry I didn't know that, but like kuinquire more, vitu kama hizo. He didn't take that much time to know that. Instead, he chose to block me. Si kukasirika, nilielewa tu kwa sababu nilijua, me, I understand people's feeling. I respect your feeling, darling. If you ukiona kama uko comfortable na mimi, just tell me. But usiniambie tu please come slowly, come. There's a way you approach things. Don't just approach, because people like me, the way you approach me, I can choose to answer you just the same way, and I can choose maybe to keep quiet and ABCD. But when I keep quiet, you never know what is running in my head. You see? In which it is still okay. Sasa kama mi naona na kufanya nakuwa uncomfortable, I walk. I don't have a problem.
Okay,
with that.
and tukianza, there's a point that you said you are standing up for these guys because you are bitter. What made you to have that kind of feeling?
Bitterness now, that is trauma.
Mhm.
There is where now trauma comes in. Fear. You are afraid, you know. Somebody took advantage of you. Not one, not two, 3, 4, and ABCD. You have been trying to commit suicide maybe more than 5 times because of the hardship of life. Feeling like you don't understand. Things are happening and you don't understand. You know, kids, they don't understand a lot of things. So we need parents, we need people to take care of them when
If
they're
you
young.
don't mind,
Mm.
can you tell us of that incident when they took advantage of you?
Yeah, that incident, I remember in the street, there's this time when me, I used to survive with 5 bob shilling kwa hoteli. Naenda kwa hoteli nanunua mandazi ya shilingi 5, katakata. Yeah, wanakatakata wanaweka supu ya githeri mingi. Nikikula na kunywa maji, jug mzima, alafu nitakulala kwa baranda tu ya kawaida. So there's this time when nilikuwa kwa hoteli na kuna mjamaa alikuja. If I can remember very well, alikuwa mtu anakaa 25 years of age hivi. Akaniuliza, "Hey, kijana mzuri umetoka wapi?" Because I was very beautiful actually. Trust me. Yeah. I wish I had those photos. I was very beautiful, hot cake. Where? Kumbe huyu jamaa mbona dem. Akaniuliza umekula. Mimi nikamwambia sijakula. Akaniambia ugali na sukuma. Mimi kwangu that was pizza at that time. Because surviving 5 bob na hapo umeletea ugali na sukuma. Hiyo si ni pizza. Umeenda chikenini. Yeah, nobody can understand the beauty of that, what I'm saying, because if you've never been there, you won't understand. But I tell you, at that time, mi kwangu ilikuwa ni pizza. I didn't know there was payment after that. So we were walking kidogo, tunatembea kwa barabara. Na niambia enda kunipatia machuma kilo 5. I was very excited. I'm always carried away with my emotions. It took me so long to understand that. So my emotions were ilinibeba ile na feel wow, kumbe kuna mtu anaweza nipenda, nilikuwa appreciated, mtu anakufikiria na kila kitu. Sikujua hiyo chuma ilikuwa chuma yenye tunasikianga siku hizi, chuma ya doshi, chuma yenye ni ya steel na kila kitu. Trust me when I tell you, when that thing happened, I don't remember. And I can't tell you how I escaped from that place. Nakumbuka tu nikiwa na shot kwa migoti huku na niko kwa lami nakimbia. Na sijui mbona nakimbia. Because it was a hell of a thing. That is a story for another day. You see, that thing yeke mahali hapo. There is a time nishapigwa na shock ya stima. Stima majambazo walikuwa wamekata kwa barabara, wameiba huku na mimi natembea kwa barabara nikakanyaga nikapigwa shock. I didn't die. Hii malori za kubeba mafuta, sijui kama hizo pipe zao zinakuanga za stima. Chai kama kwa hapo nikapigwa shock, nikafikia mtu ananigonga hapo. There is a time also I was walking on the road after now my second molestation, when that person aliniwekea kisu kwa hapa. After the following day, I walked on the pavement of the road, Eldoret.
The second time
Now, it's second time. First time was promise of Canaan, that is chuma kilo 5. Hiyo ilikuwa Canaan. Second time hii sasa ilikuwa wakati yenye Musa aliambiwa na Mungu, huyu Farao lazima tumugonge wakaua watoto. Sasa mimi mtoto wangu alikuwa ni kisu hiyo siku. Nilikewa kisu. I was very frightened. You see, those small incidents. And again, I didn't know about my father. You know, I came to know about my father when I was 23 years of age. That he died. Kitambo huko sana, alidungwa visu 3 na ndugu yake. So, and now you know, I came to know about my dad when my mom, she's already dead. She was the one who to tell me about my dad and ABCD, but she didn't have time. But she had promised me to tell me about my dad, to take me to my biological family now in October, that was 2018, but she died before.
And how did you find out about your father?
It was like 1 hour before my mom was rest in peace kwa mchanga. That was when I received a call from one of my uncle, in which hata zi mjua and ABCD. So akanipigia simu akaniambia wamekuwa kinitafuta and ABCD. When my dad died, they looked for me, they never found me. When my grandfather died in 2015, they looked for me, they never found me. But when my mom died, they found me. You see, so I'm a product of good fortune. of kifo vitu vifo kisimani. My uncle in 2013 alipigwa marisasi. So kuna hizo fragments za bad stories, and I will talk to you freely because me I manage those trauma and ABCD because I understand actually. But if I tell you with emotions, you will feel it. You will feel what I'm telling you. So those things, hizo fears nilikuanga nazo, hauna wazazi, hauna baba, maybe baba figure, hauko nyumbani and kila kitu. Unakaa unatembea ni kama uko kwa giza, unajua unakuwa frightened and ABCD. So my bitterness, unapata those fragments ya story yenye nimesikia kutoka kwa watu. Mtu alikuwa molested na ndugu yake, baba, cousin, uncle, hizo utakataka zote hizo. Nikisikia naumwa kabisa. Naona ni kama mimi tunafanyiwa hiyo kitu. Yani nobody deserves to be taken advantage, you know. We need consent, you know. There was no consent there, you know. And who will tell you? Who is there to tell you? And which man ni mwanaume mgani anayekufuri kuongelea kuhusu hizo vitu? Hizo vitu ndio napatanga wanaume wengi sana hata hawezi songa mbele because of those small things. It is time for us now to see therapist and ABCD so that we can be okay, because what people go through a lot. So me, I think in every bad thing that I've gone through in my life, I take them as a lesson. I have learned from them, and I thank God because they are going to help me even in the future. I believe in the past. Past is my history, so I just have to pop in kuangalia kidogo ndio nisimess up. Yeah, because I might have a negative mind just because somebody took advantage of me. Hata mimi naamua kumolest watu because we have different people. Kuna yule mwenye anaamua ku revenge, in which anataka ku revenge kwa sababu maybe hakupata a clear consciousness. Unajua when you're not on your right mind, you end up making mistakes without knowing. But if you have a person who loves you, who understands you, and who is ready to tell you the truth even if it hurts, those are the people that you need to keep them close.
Now, you know, while talking, you didn't mention anywhere if you're the only kid or you had siblings.
I have my siblings. Tuko wengi sana, tuko 10 actually. I'm the first born. And me, I have my dad. Because mimi nizaliwa mama kwa 16. So unaona mama akikufa tuliachana na 16 years. Ilikuwa tukitembea naye kama nimetoka Nairobi nikienda Ushago, mtu anamuuliza, mama Ide.
Na what did she suffer from though, if you can point in your person?
She fell on a stone. Alianguka kwa mawe, akavunjika huko ndani. Then she bled for 13 hours and she was taken to the hospital when she's dead. Kwa wheelbarrow actually. Alikufia kwa wheelbarrow. Hakukufia hata kwa gari. Yeah, so nilikuwa kwa shule by the way at that time. And it was very hard. She was my heart. Even those people who came to tell me about her death walishindwa. Instead, I'm the one who's telling them because I had seen it. Because I'm a Christian and I believe in supernatural. I know many things about spiritual things and ABCD. So in another way, if I take it negatively, the death of my mom, I'll be a complete orphan. When you become an orphan, you become homeless, hopeless person. I don't know to be an orphan because I have God. God is my parent. So why should I talk about me being orphan and ABCD? You know, being an orphan is not a bad thing, but the way people start sympathizing with you, you know, you're an orphan, so they will not correct you. That is where now you find good friends. It's very hard for them to tell you the truth, you know, because they know your pain. Wanakumbuka like you're an orphan, they are not supposed to be telling you some things to agitate you, to take you back to that part, you see. So we are not supposed also to blame friends for maybe our bad omens. No, friends are there for a reason and a season. You just have to learn why are they there at that particular time, you see. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Another question. You say that you had your father because your mother gave birth to you when she was around 16.
Yeah.
And
Now
you
the only thing I can tell you, because I won't talk about the other ones.
It's okay.
But my dad died when I was 2 years of age, and at that time hata suruali peke yake mimi naambiwanga kwamba hakuwa ameninunulia. Kwa tumbo kutoka kwa babangu niliambiwa kwamba it was me alone, mimi peke yangu. But later nikaanza kusikia sijui yako na watoto wengine and ABCD, nikakuwa maybe a little bit confused kidogo, and it took me time also to understand them because there is a lot of shit that happened, but I thank God for all of it because it made me strong and determined maybe for heaven's sake. So mama alioleka kwa mtu after dad died and ABCD. It took time for her now to get married again because she was just a girl. Na hapo sasa nalewa na shosho yake na nalelewa na mama yake, yani my grandmother anaitwa Agnes Navangala. Hi. Kama maybe atapata opportunity ya kuona hii siku moja, yeah, she's called Agnes Navangala. I love her, sweet grandmother. She took care of me. Yeah, we have people who their daughter gave birth na walifukuzwa paka na mama wakasema endeni, but me wangu wakufukuza. So at least I owe them, I can say my life. You see.
So you are the firstborn?
I'm the firstborn.
And you are 10 of you?
And we are 10.
So how did life change after your mother's death?
Life, it has not changed that. It has changed much because everything that I was looking at it negatively, I started seeing now a clear picture on a positive dimension. I've been a person who have been always telling people, be positive about everything. Hata ukiangalia mtu. But mimi mwenyewe, I was not even positive about myself. I was very positive about other people. You see? But now it took me time to be positive about myself. Loving myself, kujipenda, self-love, those things. I was just hearing, but I never took an initiative to understand what it means. But it is very important for each and every one of us to love ourselves. When you love yourself, you won't forget about yourself. You see? Yeah, so that is something that me, as we are speaking, I'm trying to cope, loving myself, because that is another class of mine. Maybe it is this my last class that I'm learning. Because I believe masomo si shule peke yake. Masomo tunasoma hata tukikutana na marafiki, maadui na kila kitu tunasoma. So I believe in every challenge that I get in life, that is a class. So I have to be obedient na nikuwe ka slave hapo nisome. Na nikisoma nikipata PhD yangu, mbona nisiringe? Sasa kama shule ilikuwa ngumu, maisha hapa isikuwe ngumu pia. Kama nilikosa PhD I got my D+, Daudi Msalabani kwa KCSE. Haimaanishi kwamba hata kwa maisha pia nafaa nipate mfalme E. Hapana. I can do better. I can have a C minor maybe in life. But I'm not saying that mtu asisome. Masomo is just a equalizer. Please don't forget that. Masomo ni equalizer. It's a weapon. Yeah.
So now what does Mike do? Mike anakopaje after the story of been talking about?
After all that, I cope with life with talking to people. Doesn't matter, old, young, wadogo, and maybe by God's grace ama sijui nini, maybe hata nikipromotiwa nianze kuongea paka na waliokufa, I will be very happy because I believe in communication. I truly believe in communication. We have to talk, because if we don't talk, then who will talk? We don't have to go through the same shit for us to learn something. No, you can learn by observing, listening to other people. Sasa tujumanguka, even may have to anguka. I just have to learn kitu gani nilifanya ukaanguka. Nikijua, I should work on that. Basi kukucheka, Nikianza kukucheka, mimi ni mjinga. Because nitakuja nianguke na nitaanguka vibaya. You see? Usipojenga ukuta utajenga ufa. Usipoziba ufa utajenga ukuta. Nilisoma hata kama ni the group of schools, but Kiswahili nakumbuka. Yes, ukasoma.
While passing through all those shit of life, what kept you going? Like nini ilikuwa inakumotivate?
What motivated me at that time, madam is ilikuwa motivate. But sasa naweza kwambia ile my aggression, my bitterness, na hiyo kusimamia watu when they were maybe in some whatever, in which I won't say that I was able to help 100%, no, but hiyo kidogo tu, hata kama ni kuongea peke yake, hiyo imenisaidia kujibuild. kwa sababu when somebody tell me their story, so najua naingia kwa viatu and I feel them. So when I go to represent them, I go with emotions, I go with kama ni spiritually, yani kila kitu, because I understand you. When I understand a person, I'm free to talk. I will talk with energy because I understand you. But if I don't understand you, I better keep quiet. So I sipendi kuongelea kitu yenye sijui. So ukipata naongelea kitu yenye sijui, hapo nakuuliza maybe because I want clarifications.
And you know, a lot of people watching, people go through a lot of stuff in life. What is your message to such people? What can you advise them?
The only thing I can tell them, they should stay positive. They should look at things positively. Hiyo kitu mbaya na kufanyikia, that is a lesson. That is a class you have to learn. Your father might reject you. God wants you to learn how to cope with that life. Because in this life, we have many people who have been rejected by not only their family, but even their country. Such people, they need a father figure, they need a mother figure, they need a friend. So if you went through something, spiritually God is preparing you for maybe a greater nation. Maybe kuna watu wenye in future watakuja ambao wanataka tu ile mtu mwenye anaweza wakumbatia, mtu mwenye anaweza waelewa. So our life, hizo mistakes zenye tunapata tuko ndani hizo, when you take it negatively and when you look at it negatively, you will never get help and you'll never be successful. You need to appreciate life, and that's why Job, if you are a Christian, ukisoma kuhusu Job, wakati Beka alikuwa anamwambia satusi Mungu alafu akufe. Alikuwa anamwambia mbona wakati wa raha tuko tunasherehekea, wakati wa shida ndio tumtusi Mungu? Hapana. What does that show? It shows us that every time, hata kukuwe na mabaya, kukuwe na mazuri, we should always thank God. By thanking God, it means you need to stay positive. Si kuambia Mungu asante sana nimelaaniwa, asante sana nimefungiwa nyumba, asante sana sikusoma. Hapana. It is for you to know how to socialize with people. Humanity is very important. Put your religion aside, your education aside, and let us bring the table of humanity. Humanity, there is love. There is love in humanity. In everything in this life, it needs connection. So unaweza nichukia mimi because nilikufanyia kitu mbaya, na in future mimi ndio maybe ningeconnect na kitu fulani. So hatufai kuchukiana, kitu ya kwanza. Na kama uelewi mtu, unafaa uulize na upate kuelewa msee before umjudge. Because when you run to somebody, unaanza kumjudge, oh, you are a queer, you are a sex worker, you are a drug user and ABCD, and yet you don't know the story, the bitter side of their story, why it has led them to be the way they are. You will make their situation to be worse by frustrating them. That's why don't be so quick to judge other people. Na we kama unatusiwa mwenye naongea na bebu, unatusiwa wazazi wako wamekukataa, maybe you are a queer person and you are a Christian, umechanganyikiwa na kila kitu. We have people who are in the same shoes like yours. Kama mimi hapa, you just look for us Ogini, Bobo Ogini. There is so much love in this world. So kitu kwanza, let people be positive about everything. Hata slap ukipigwa na huku, be positive. Maybe huyo mtu amekasirika, ama maybe anataka kucorrect, ama maybe hakuelewa ni namna gani ya express maybe their emotions and ABCD. People are so quick to move with their body, and that's why unapatanga maslaps zenye huko wanataka ama hata blue. So atufai kukasirisha watu, don't provoke people. It doesn't matter wewe ni nani, wewe ni jambazi, wewe ni muuaji, wewe ni polisi, wewe ni nani. Don't provoke people. Stay positive. When you stay positive, you won't provoke anybody. Sasa kama, well, let me talk to queer people maybe. The only thing I can tell them, to be positive with our society. You know, there's a lot of things we can talk about it, but that one for now, hapana. Maybe next time. Yeah, but just be positive. Hivyo tu. Si rahisi, ni ngumu, but when you practice it, it will be good.
So guys, umesikia story ya Mike. Karibu isema Mark.
Ita tu yote tu
inaeleweka. So his message is always stay positive and everything will God's plan. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the subscribe button, like, comment and share.